Wow. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. You guys got to hear my fun Tauntaun impression. Let me know how I did in the comments below. But we're facing someone we've lost a couple last week, so we're facing someone who is not from one of the top guilds, MAW or CAW. We've had those guys, a steady diet of them, and now we've got to face someone new. So, here's the situation. We're facing Kholin, as in Dalinar Kholin. If you guys know who he is, that's a pretty cool name. He's in the guild One Step to Insanity, and the way they spell their guild name is going to get me one step closer. You can see he has higher GP than I do. And I actually have some green on the board this time, guys. He does have more relics, but not by that much. And I have more mods than him, better mods. Except for 6 dot. Otherwise, this is pretty close, guys. This is as close as we're gonna get, I think. So, pretty exciting. After I scouted him, I decided to place 4 Galactic Legends, and I kept my Iden Versio team because he has a Wampa with an Omicron, which we do too. But I wanted to keep my Iden because I don't think I can withstand the power and majesty of a Wampa Cron. Yet, at least. Maybe we can put some potency on her, but otherwise, we have the crew team, or there is crew on there, but Supreme Leader Kylo team up front, just to maybe draw some Jedi away so that they can't get to my General, her Jedi Master Kenobi in the back. We have Sith Eternal, and then he likes to use Commander Luke on my Starkiller, but if he doesn't use Commander Luke there, maybe he'll use it on that Maul Bando team or on the Dash team, in which case he won't have Commander Luke available for General Skywalker in the back. So that's kind of the thought going into it. We also have Nest babysitting our poor Darth Revan, who doesn't have Malak, because Malak is with Sith Eternal, and you can see the rest of the squads. I think my favorite part, though, is that Jango squad with Kuiil and IG and Zalbar and Mission. Just, that Kuiil's over 350 speed, so with Jango there, Kuiil's like 380. I mean, they probably just died like dogs, frankly, but I have no idea which ones were attacked and what banners he got, but, I mean, they did die. It was just a funny thing to think of, like, an almost 400 speed, kind of throwaway squad. So here's what he placed, guys. He placed on his bottom front his General Skywalker team. Rey with R2-D2, which is kind of interesting, especially for the counter I had planned for it, and then a BAM team with Jango, which makes that team pretty dang quick, 365 speed, something like that, 363, and then the Darth Revan team, which is kind of a middle-of-the-road speed, like 333, something like that. Lord Vader up top, and it's one character short of the optimized version. You want Thrawn instead of Stormtrooper a lot of times, but you guys will see the counter that I use, it kind of throws off, so it's going to be interesting. There's the IG team with BB-8 there. It just makes that team really fast because you get 40% turn meter. The Dash team is really quick, and it has nests that throws a hitch in things. And then Mothra there. Look at that, guys. There's a Mothra team without a Relic 8 Kyle Katarn. It's just, I'm basking in the fact that he doesn't have all of the relics. Like, he has Relic 3 on a lot of characters that are showing, like Zalbar or IPD. It's amazing. That's no shade on him. It's just fun to face an account that I don't have to worry about Relic 7 or mostly Relic 8 on everything. So, before I got to go, he attacked first, and let's see. Apparently, this is going in the wrong order, but he did get to ships, and he killed he killed both of them. He took 2 to get through my Chimera here. Oh, that's the old one, guys. Okay, I was like, I said those same fleets, but it was the opposite. Okay, so before we, you guys will see, he did attack first, but before we jump into all of that, please guys, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff that helps us mount the algorithm. We're doing it together, folks. This helps make sure that the channel's going to stay around, honestly. I mean, we don't want to wither into insignificance and ruin. So please, guys, mount up. Let's mount that algorithm together, please. I appreciate all of you. Before we get to the videos, my opponent did attack first, and as you can see, he got Well, you can barely see it, can you? He took 3 to get through that Starkiller team on the bottom. He took 3 to get through that Maul team, and then the Maul Bando WOAH team. And then up top, he got through those ones just fine. Or in that zone. And then up top, he took 2 to get through the Darth Revan squad. And then the rest he one-shot. And then those fleets, there you go. There's the Executor. The Executor got a win, but the Chimera did not. That's, with the new Interceptor at 6 stars, etc. And then in the back, folks, he just ran out of steam. He took 2 to get through my Sith Eternal. Failed 1 against General Skywalker. No idea how far he got. I'm guessing he just quit out. And then he didn't even try my Jedi Master Kenobi. So we have a little bit of wiggle room, but we've got to execute as well, folks. So without further ado, let's actually get to the fighting, shall we? Alright, so we've got General Skywalker, we've got Commander Luke. Let's go. Let's do this, folks. So we're not doing that nonsense of shooting 5s or anything. First, I don't know. We'll investigate that further, but this is a General Skywalker team with only relic 7s and 8s. Amazing what you can do when a team doesn't have all that. The threat level is just so much better. So you gotta kill 5s first, obviously. You guys have seen me do this a million times. We're just trying to optimize things, and there's actually one optimization that I miss here. So I blind everyone, which is like, okay, cool, they're gonna miss their next shot. That's kind of helpful. But here's the problem, guys. As you'll see, we wanted Echo. He throws his grenade. If he hit me, I was going to hit him back, and maybe General Skywalker just stands up without any clones backing him. So I don't think you blind there. I think that was a poor move unless Echo's already gone. So, alright, took him out, though. I mean, we got this. We got this, guys. We have tenacity down on Skywalker, so we can just, take the rest of his life down as well. We got 70 banners to start with, which is as good as we can really expect or hope for, and we can move along. So this one's a little bit dicey, guys, because if you don't get good RNG with your Hoth Rebel Scout, proccing that 40% turn meter gain, then their team is going to go faster than everyone but Kylo, and so we didn't proc that 40%, and so now the problem is now it's Jango lead, so he burns us. We can't gain bonus turn meter here, and you can see that Bando already has poop stance going. We don't have Worthless Guy yet, so we're just going to be hitting IG-11 for a little bit until Mothra finally takes a turn. Someone's Worthless Guy, and remember, every time she gets to go, she dispels all the debuffs on the weakest rebel there. So alright, now we need to wrap around and wait for Mothra to take another turn. So we don't want Bando to get a turn. We really don't want Bando to get another turn, because he can maybe potentially evaporate one of our guys with his Whistling Birds, because I don't have Relic 9 on everyone. So Pow bites the dust, which is actually the worst one, because he's the one who feeds the turn meter to everyone. He's kind of he's the train, guys. And okay, but we did get the big assist from Mothra to be able to do actual real assist damage with our attacks, and so we deleted Bam. So now, hopefully, as long as we can kind of control Jango here, then we can eventually get through this, probably. It's looking like. So, I mean, the thing is, they are going to get a lot of turns that they wouldn't normally have, because we can't run the train nearly as effectively. So, alright, get rid of Queel there, and I mean, there's IG-11. It's going to take a while to get through, and then I think it's Jango in stealth, so, he's annoying, but we can do it. Throw the Saber at IG. Doesn't really do that much. I really need to remod my Kyle Katarn. He's not terribly modded, but he could be better. He could be better. So, alright, let's try to finish this off with as many banners as we can. And in fact, a 62 is pretty good. We lose 3 for Pow, and yeah, it worked out. That was a little bit sketchy, but now we're going to do something really sketchy and just do a 3-man Rey mirror. And the problem, so the thing is, R2-D2, like that, the issue is like, okay, so who are you going to whirlwind? If R2-D2 is going to stealth everyone, and he's going to just put the foresight onto Rey, what are you going to do? Like, how can you actually mitigate that? And The truth is, everyone takes too many turns anyways, and then R2-D2 doesn't really have smoke available for a while. Not to mention, Finn makes Rey taunt, and he makes Holdo taunt, so they just step out of stealth anyways. And then once it's 3v3, you start doing some really substantial damage with your ultimate. So, you can see that I had a whirlwind of opportunity there on their Jedi training Rey, because we could do that, and then their Rey was not going to be able to do her whirlwind next, because we know that she was going to do her ultimate on her next turn, and so we could kind of game the system just a little bit there, trying to make sure that, you know, she'll pop her ult, and then we can pop our ult, and she'll, you know, waste a whirlwind, do all this stuff. So once again, we can game the system. She's about to pop her ult and didn't quite. We get the whirlwind, kill Holdo. We get our ult. Look at that. We eat another whirlwind. Does 1 damage to us all. And now she did do a whirlwind on Hoda, which is a little bit scary, in fact. So we've got to get back to our whirlwinding ways, folks. And so one mistake I made, I should have called the Master's Training there, just because I needed him to go back into stealth. I don't want him to be targetable with Whirlwind, which he keeps being targeted by Whirlwind, and you need to do the Master's Training in order to go back into stealth. So someone pointed that out on my stream. I was like, oh, shoot, you're absolutely right. I didn't want to waste the Master's Training, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, we've got 2 minutes left, and things are looking okay, though. You know, she keeps whirlwinding. It's, you know, we're getting damage immunity on people. It's fine. This is fine. And now we kind of got to be setting ourselves up for that final push, that final ult here that's going to take them out, because we don't have that many more big hits left to us. So everyone is stealthed here, and so I decided to do my whirlwind there anyways, just to get a little extra damage on Rey, so that I went into my ult. Maybe I would be able to just take out Rey, which I did. I also took out Finn, and then I guess let's just finish off R2-D2. Minute left. Pretty easy breezy, peasy, squeezy, all that stuff. Wheezy, like if I have asthma or something. Alright, we've got troopers here, and this is only a Relic 5 Sith Empire trooper. I don't remember, like, the last time I faced someone that didn't have at least 8, Relic 8 on theirs. I mean, I only have 7 on mine, so that's no shade, but, you know, this is a significantly easier one. Remember, we'd only want to do a basic with Ranged Trooper until HK is gone, because HK will stop us from gaining that turn meter, because if we get bonus protection from Ranged Trooper, which is a buff from his special, then he's going to be able to, or then they're going to be able to just stop us from gaining turn meter, and obviously troopers need that. So can't call anyone to assist, obviously, when we're targeting Darth Revan, but still got our 65, and, you know, Relic 5 on that whole team, that's what I have. It's pretty relatable. It's nice to face someone more on my level. I keep saying that, but you guys might not realize what a relief it's been after after so long facing all these monster rosters. It's nice to have a little equality. So okay, they did actually place their Iden. I wasn't sure if they did or not. So we're gonna take our Wampa, and I did mod him full of tenacity. He's got 157% tenacity. They do not have a comparable amount of potency, so they can't stun lock me at the very start. And so we just gotta, I mean, you guys have probably seen the videos, but if you haven't seen it, every time he hits back, he gains a bunch of turn meter, and then it reduces his cooldown for his roar every time he gets to go, or every time he gets to do things. You want to use that Icebreaker move whenever you can to get your protection back, because that's the source of a lot of his buffs. And then you can see all of those dots on them that they're accumulating, just because when they shoot him, they gain damage over time. So, you know, they have the little circle buff on all of them. Well, not on all of them right now, but on a lot of them that Iden gives out, and that circle buff revives them, essentially. So, you know, can't kill Iden until she's the last one standing. So we'll just spam our 2 specials as much as we can. And I mean, I would have preferred to kill Death Trooper first, but they've kind of just controlled the situation for me. I've decided to just take out Death Trooper here, though. And let's just take out Iden now, shall we? She put her buff on it so that she, even though she wouldn't normally revive in a loner situation, now she's got the buff that helps her. She died of sadness once real quick, and then Wampa finished her off. So 68 banners. I don't know, it's only relic 5 on that full Iden team. So my guess is a full relic 8 would be a whole lot scarier. But baby steps. This is a perfect test for us. Our Wampa's relic 8, probably about as good as he's gonna get. So, all right. We've got the Fennec squad. I wanted to try this out just to see if we could take out the ads first, and maybe get the win. But we only have relic 7 on our characters. It's most likely just going to be killing ads. So, Basti does his mass assist. Call. I guess we zap Royal Guard instead of Stormtrooper, and then we just got to cycle through, and Maul hasn't even taken his second turn yet. So he's going to go, and he'll kill Basti, because my Basti is only relic 7. And he's, Maul is an influential young man at relic 8. So I guess we can, what should we do? Should we gain turn meter here with Grief? What should we do? Mando's still doing well, though, so we could just target outside of that taunt that Stormtrooper has. And remember, Fennec can also target outside of taunt. But okay, so we can dispel the taunt here, and then may as well just kick Maul for a minute, right? Like, we want to take out Maul as soon as we can, in fact. And I think I'm not playing super optimized, but we've got our whole team left still, so that's exciting. We've got to take out Maul here. He's kind of the linchpin to all of this. And then here's my mistake, folks. I decided to look ahead and start putting Armor Shred on Lord Vader, which, I mean, that's nice. We get 4 of them, which someone pointed out they think that's a bug. Like, 4 seems like a lot. I think that Fennec only does 2 every time she applies, so, And then here's the other mistake. They've killed 2 of my bounty hunters already, and I put 4 or more armor shreds onto Lord Vader. But instead of killing Stormtrooper, the whole goal here was to take out the ads, and we didn't. We just put armor shred on Lord Vader that we're never going to use now. And it's like, can Grief actually finish off the Stormtrooper? No, we can't. But we've got wiggle room. So, after. Well, I guess we'll return. Now, he's got his Mon Mothma team. It's not a super high relic one, but I do have my Iden, because I didn't want Wampa to wamp them. I didn't wamp that to happen, so, yeah, we're just using Iden on offense, and this is maybe the most lopsided counter in the whole game, guys. I mean, the one ray of hope that they have is Cara Dune can AoE stun one time. But otherwise, I mean, even as she does that, she heals us and gives us turn meter. So, I don't know that it's that. Like, it seems like a ray of light at the time. It's like, wow, the whole team is stunned. That was magic. Oh, they're all... Okay, so all their turn meters, they're just good. Okay, and I decided to shoot Worthless Guy here for a minute, just out of spite. And, he's not... I did the AoE and accidentally. I was like, man, I wondered, maybe we could kill Mothra. Oh, we killed our last guy. Okay, so 65, and you know what? We have Jedi Master Luke here. He didn't have a Galactic Legend in the back, so we can afford to do this, I suppose. We can just use our Galactic Legend here, and I saved our Jedi Revan team just in case we needed it. Increases cooldowns here. Take it seriously, obviously. We've got Barriss just waiting in the wings as well. Remember that you can't ever gain turn meter from this team when you're attacking, when you have those dots on you against Lord Vader. So, sometimes you can gain bonus turn meter here and there if you're cleansed, but normally you're just not going to because he takes a lot of turns. So, just keep calling Ki-Adi-Mundi. Ki-Adi-Mundi reintroduced him to Armor Shred, though, which was nice. It felt good. Helped our conquest feats, right, guys? Right? Am I right? So... Alright, we want to save that ult, even if he lives through this, which he didn't, but we want to save that ult anyways, because he's about to get his, and popping our ult in response to his is going to be really helpful. And healthful, in fact. Okay, he's got Starkiller in the back, so we've got GG8 here. He didn't effectively draw out our General Grievous in the front, so dispel Old Ben, and then we play the game of target lock. Like, B1 targets people who haven't been brought into the fold, who haven't been brought into the joyous arms, the embrace of our turn meter. So, you know, you do, and then everyone else just hits people who do have turn meter, because you get extra turn meter if you have someone you know, hitting someone with turn meter. So B1 assists, so you get 2 instances of it. So they did kill BB8, which, you know, I guess that's okay. You want to kill Visas first, because she'll just revive whoever you killed anyways. You may as well just keep going. Alright, killed Palpy here, and I mean, it can turn ugly even with just Starkiller, but typically he's not going to turn it too ugly. So, you know, get healing immune on him, and yeah, we're doing okay. In fact, we won. Yay for us. Not great banners. I think 57, something like that. But, you know, drop 8. That's fine. That's fine. Starkiller's a good team. And then we got Bad Batch here. A lot of people don't like to use Bad Batch against Nest teams, but I'll show you guys how to beat Nest teams. So, didn't get the stun here. We got the 2-turn stun from Wrecker, though. Maybe that'll hit Dash. Didn't hit him, but Dash isn't gaining bonus turn meter or anything. So, you know, we need to kill Zalbar first. It's important. And then, one thing to keep in mind, folks. So I don't know if my opponent knew this, but so he has Scion of Jango here, and Scion of Jango does okay with Dash, but it doesn't really matter here. But we could have just taken Scion of Jango out there, and Vander doesn't revive Darkside characters. So even though he's a scoundrel, his Darkside won't work. So okay, now we go through Nest. Like we still have 4 minutes to take her out, and so I don't play this perfectly, guys, but the essential thing is you don't want Hunter to ever do his basic, and because you get that translation, you don't ever have to. Like, you just keep doing specials, and you're good. You want to keep that healing immunity on Nest, and then you don't want Hunter to do specials or basics, because that reduces Nest's turn meter. So I'm not doing like a great job here, but then you know, Echo, they were saying that Echo should do his basic, you know, but his basic gives us true damage, which, you know, it gives one character that shield, that defense up that does a shield. So, I mean, one way or another, you eventually, she takes enough turns that you can go in and just take her out, and you don't, you know, at this point I think I was on the straight and narrow, and I decided I wasn't going to do any basics with Hunter if I could help it. And I think the one optimization that someone pointed out to me later was Hunter should be handing the turn to someone who has the least turn meter, so that he has longer waits for his turn. Okay, so now they've got their droids. They're all super speed, but we've got Basti lead here. Basti lead versus super speed. That sounds pretty dumb, but I mean, and this also isn't an optimized thing, guys. Okay, so we just killed BB-8 there, actually. That was L3's Zeta that just kicked in. You can see L3 is kind of hurt, even though we didn't hit her, because she equalizes health with the droid who's killed. So, I mean, I was like, man, that didn't do any damage at all. And then it turns out it did. It just, they had L3's Zeta. I've never noticed her Zeta working before, so that was an interesting thing. And, I mean, they're no match for a Jedi, as the Trade Federationists would say. The Trade Federalists. Alright, so we've beat... Is that all of the squads? No. Oh yeah, there's Hux left. And so, let's look at the fleets, I guess. Alright, he's got Executor and he's got the new Chimera fleet. I still have Lord Vader, guys, so I guess we'll just... I mean, we could probably just auto, frankly, but... You know, it doesn't even have crew on it. There's no healing immunity or anything, though I'm not healing that much. They're doing a lot of damage to me. It's kind of nerve-wracking, actually, guys. Once we get into yellow, it's like, man, I don't want to die here. This would be an ignominious. There's a lot of different ways to say that word, guys. Only one of them correct. But, yeah. I was like, is this working the way it should be? I thought I was supposed to heal if we do that middle one. But, you know, we're slowly kind of making things work. We're getting a little closer to our like, panic button of an ultimate. May as well pop the thing. Because now that the team is just kind of disintegrating. we can get through. And didn't get max banners. 68's pretty good. We got a couple 68s this match, guys. Pretty fancy. And so we've already won. Let's get into ships. And you guys have seen this, so I'm speeding it up even more in celebration of us having already won. You guys should think. You can thank me now. You can thank me later. Make a comment. Make, you know, a rude gesture, and I'll never know that you did. You can do all. You have a lot. The options are literally limitless. All right, let's see how lucky we are today. Well, not too lucky, because we didn't get that target taunt thing on Xanadu Blood. It would have been nice to get. But, as luck would have it, Xanadu Blood does have some buzz droids, so we can maybe call to assist. Right now, there's another bug. Man, this is like the most buggy fleet in the whole world, actually, guys. Because now they have phantom buzz droids on some of the ships sometimes. You can never tell when or which ones. But on top of all of that, they also have... there's also like this thing where vulture droids don't really assist that much. It does assist some, but not too much, and it's a little bit irritating. So, all right, I guess we try to kill what ships we can. I mean, we're doing okay. They haven't really hurt our Hyena until they just now did their AOE on us. Get our ult, and okay, let's take out their Houndstooth if we can first. We're doing okay-ish. Executor just went, though, so we're limited. Our time is limited, guys. And Houndstooth is gone. He actually only had a gear, or a relic 8 Executor. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I haven't seen that for a long time. No, not that everyone has a ton of relics, though. I realize. I don't have a ton of relics. Well, I guess compared to some I do. Alright, blow up my ship, but maybe we can make it through. We have 4 ships to their 1. Okay, we have 3 ships to their 1. And, alright, let's go. Oh, we have 2 ships to their 1, but it's almost gone. Oh, except he has his Bounty Hunter's Resolve thing in space. Okay, still got 2 ships, though, and he's in yellow. Oh, only 1 here, but we do have... nothing. That was literally the closest we could have gotten. 1 more shot and he would have been gone. So we'll leave that to clean up in a minute. Let's try this. We're using Negotiator here, guys, to try and assassinate their whole team. But remember, their Interceptor is going to come in first turn. So I'm like, all right, we got to taunt here. We need to taunt, but we don't want to dispel... We don't want to dispel the buff on TIE Bomber because he had buff immunity on him from Anakin, which was a mistake on my end. But because he did that, it made things more difficult, I guess. We wanted to make sure we didn't dispel on TIE Bomber because we want to take him out at the very least. Because now that he's gone, this is a very clean-upable fleet, potentially. So, you know, TIE Interceptor's here, and it would be great if we could just take him out. Though, Vader... is also a great target to take out as well. So, you know, shuttles here, and oh yeah, at some point Anakin just like randomly died. It was a little bit upsetting, in fact. I was like, oh, maybe we'll just take out that Interceptor real quick, just to make sure. Oh, it was because the Interceptor put its hunting prey thing on Anakin, and it was really way more effective than I thought it would be. But, I mean, we still got a decent fleet, and we've got a good start against we killed their TIE Bomber. Gosh, we're so close to taking out their Vader, and didn't quite work. B-Tail's gone. Things are looking a little more dicey. Let's call in the Y-Wings. Maybe Y-Wings will save us, guys. That's like a sentence no one has ever uttered, but... okay, so what do we do here? Do we cleanse? Do we just try to give some turn meter to Ahsoka? Everyone's just dying, killing each other. It's a senseless, maddening war of attrition. Who do we take, guys? I guess we'll take 5s. Take out Shuttle here. Got 2 minutes left with plenty of time. I don't think he has any more reserves. I could be wrong, though he did get his ultimate once. And I think at one point he used his ultimate, but it was on a ship that had the loyalty thing, the loyalty buff, so they just came back. That was funny. Alright, 64. Not the greatest. We dropped 9, but... we got the clear on that, and now we gotta try to finish off this Razor Crest, guys. Can it be done? Seems likely, frankly. I have a lot of ships. I have a lot of fleets that we could use, but my favorite of those is Rebels. And against Executor, if you're trying to clean up, you always start with Y-Wing, guys. Just so you're aware, that's a thing. So, all right, we cleared, and we got a good score. Oh man, it's showing the final thoughts already? What's going on here? Hold on. This is madness. Alright, here's the final score. You guys already saw it, but just wanted to encapsulate that real quick, folks. And we should get that game box back up. Alright, final thoughts here. It felt, if you couldn't tell, it felt really nice to face a normal roster again. We had a pretty big mod advantage, and I let it show. I put a bunch of really fast teams everywhere just to try to overwhelm him, and I think it worked. He failed a couple times on things. He probably got unlucky a little bit in that front zone, if we're being totally honest. I don't think it was just me being this instrument of destruction, but I do think that my speed messed with him a little bit. He did mention it when we were talking afterward. He's a really nice person. Whatever, we talked, and he's good game and everything, good match, and so good match to him as well. I think my speed troubled him a little bit. He talked about how he needs to get better mods, and we all need to. You guys have seen me outnumbered on mods and how it wrecks me as well. So it was a nice little respite, but now our next match is against CAW once again. So no rest for the weary. This guy has better mods, of course, better relics, better everything. Hopefully not better skill. We'll see though. And finally, Wampa was fun, right? I mean, against that Relic 5 Iden. What do you guys think? So if Wampa isn't getting stunned right away, can Wampa actually survive? That Wampa was about as good as it's going to be. Was that good enough? I would love to know. Guys, let me know what you think of the video. And, we've increased to, 6 and 4 so far for this season. So we're guaranteed at least a 6 and 6. Hopefully we can go more than that, though. 8 and 4 would be fan-friggin-tastic. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.